All right, so Jake is going paddling in the river. He traveled 16 miles downstream. He traveled 6 miles upstream. Uh, he actually spent more time traveling upstream, an hour longer doing upstream than he did downstream, even though he went a lot. He went a lot further going downstream. Um, in still water, he travels at a rate of 5 miles per hour. So obviously, um, the current is really affecting how far he goes and how fast he can go. So the first thing you're going to do is, well, okay, so formulate, we're going to let C be the rate of the river's current, and then recall that rate times time. So that time is equal to distance divided by rate. Okay, so the two scenarios are, well, if we set the two times equal to each other, he spent 1 extra hour traveling upstream. So that's why we have to add 1 to the downstream side um, to make it even. So then those two times are going to be equal. So 16 divided by 5 plus C. It's plus C because you're going with the current downstream. It's minus C because you're going against the current going upstream. We solve those two equations. You're going to multiply by 5 plus C times 5 minus C on both sides. And you end up with C can equal negative 25 or C can equal 3. So obviously C cannot equal negative 25. You can't have a speed of the water be 25 miles per hour negative. So the speed of the current is 3 miles per hour. So if he can go 5 miles per hour in still water, that means he's only going 2 when he's going against the current, and he's going 8 when he's going with the current. But anyway, the speed of the current was what the question was asking, so that answer is 3. All right, so why don't you pause this, give it a try, and then we will check answers. All right, so I set it up as, well, Marta takes 50 minutes, so she's 1 over 50 to do, she'll get 1/50th of it done in 1 minute. Benito is 1 over x, and then Tyler is 1 over x plus 15. All that equals 1 over 20. So the common denominator is going to be 100. It's 100 because that's the least common multiple between 20 and 50. 100x times x plus 15. When you multiply it through, you get all of this. When you simplify it out, it's going to be a quadratic. So I moved everything to the right side, really. And I got 3x squared minus 155x minus 1,500 equals 0. Solved that. I actually solved it by graphing. I suppose you could have solved it by factoring, but I chose just to graph it fastest. Anyway, one of the answers is negative. Ignore that. The other is 60. So that means x equals 60. And the question was asking about Tyler, and Tyler is x plus 15. So x plus 15 is 75. So Tyler would do this in 75 minutes if he worked by himself. Benito would have taken 60 minutes, and Marta, we already knew, took 50 minutes. Together they did it in 20, but Tyler would take 75 minutes by himself. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, get started with the exit ticket.